Once upon a time, there was a warrior. He wanted to be a powerful warrior that had the ability to take down dragons in the blink of an eye. A friend of the warrior had her village burnt down and trampled by dragons. He was tired of seeing his people getting attacked. And slaughtered by dragons. He decided to take a stand, but he was too weak to stop the dragons and was easily defeated. The warrior went on a journey in search for power. He came across a castle that was said to hold many treasures. While in the castle, he found a sacred sword. But the warrior did not feel any useful power or any relevance was in the sacred sword. The warrior continued his search in the castle and eventually found an artifact he heard about called a dragon capture jar. The jar had the power to weaken dragons so they could easily be defeated. He took the jar because he knew he needed it because it had a connection with another artifact he collected some time ago called Emblem of Dragon Destroyer. The warrior used the dragon capture jar's power and that caused the Emblem of Dragon Destroyer to activate. The armor of the warrior began to change, and the dragon capture jar was absorbed by the emblem. When the transformation of the warrior was complete, the warrior was no longer the same warrior anymore. He was now Buster Blader. A new warrior who had the capability to slay dragons. He was able to take down many dragons with ease. But unable to take down the dragon ravaging towns in Buster Blader's hometown and towns nearby. Buster Blader went on in search for more power. The 8 forces wanted him to join them and assist them in destroying the dragons. Buster Blader refused and stated,
"You guys are too weak. Get lost."
The 8 forces were angry with him, but they left. Buster Blader visited the town to learn more information. About a legendary warrior that wields a powerful sword that lives in an ancient forest. Buster Blader ventured off to the forest and eventually found the legendary warrior, Gilford, the legend. Buster Blader told Gilford he wanted to be trained by him to gain more power to defeat the dragon. Gilford said he would train him after one condition has been met. Buster Blader had to take his sword to a nearby blacksmith to get it sharpened. So Buster Blader took the sword to the blacksmith. The sword was much sharper and stronger when he completed the job. Buster Blader returned to Gilford with a new and improved sword, and he began his training with him. After the training was complete, Gilford was proud to lend Buster Blader his sword, the legendary sword. Buster Blader was able to wield both his Dragon Destroyer sword and the legendary sword at the same time. Buster Blader began to feel more power surging within him. He was confident to take on the Tyrant Dragon. After the dragons destroy towns and kill people, they fly away. Then they go back to their dragon castle lair. That's where more of the Tyrant Dragon's henchmen are located at. Buster Blader went straight to the lair and attacked and killed many of the dragons along the way to the lair with his newfound power. Eventually, he reached the Tyrant Dragon for a final showdown. Buster Blader began to fight the dragon, but unable to get advantage over him. Because the dragon kept shooting its signature attack, Blazing Bullet of the Fire Dragon. However, Buster Blader was able to dodge most of the fire blasts. Anytime Buster Blader got near the dragon would use a screeching technique. Its sound waves would stop and disable Buster Blader in his tracks. As the battle raged on, Buster Blader came to a resolution within himself that he would not lose.
I will keep fighting the dragon, even if it kills me.
Then a surge of new power began to surge in Buster Blader. The powers of the Dragon Destroyer Sword and the Legendary Sword combined to activate a new technique called
Miracle Locust!
Miracle Locust nullified all of Tyrant Dragon's attacks, and Buster Blader sliced and diced the dragon to death. Peace had been restored to Buster Blader's towns and villages. Months later, after slaying the Tyrant Dragon, Buster Blader went to a magical city and searched for a powerful wizard to gain more power. And eventually found a legendary wizard, Dark Magician. Dark Magician was considered the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense, as legend stated. Buster Blader later spoke to the magician about a powerful dragon coming to the magical city in Endymion, and he wanted more power to fight it. Dark Magician agreed and decided to help him with his request. Dark Magician began to train Buster Blader in how to use the magic of the Pitch Black Power Stone. After months of training together, they had enough magic power to power the Megaton magical cannon at the magical city. Dark Magician brought the magical cannon with him as they left the city to slay the dragon before it attacked the magical city. Miles later, after leaving the city, they encountered a powerful dragon that was said to attack the city called First of the Dragon's Rim. Dark Magician and Buster Blader began to fight the dragon. This dragon was much bigger and stronger than the Tyrant Dragon. Dark Magician used his signature move, Dark Magic Attack. Buster Blader activated his Miracle Locust technique to attack the dragon.
Miracle Locust!
All their attacks attacked the dragon directly, but the dragon was unaffected by all of them. They both continued to attack, but all they had, but the dragon was unaffected. The dragon began to attack. The Dark Magician was able to dodge the attacks, but Buster Blader was hit very seriously. While dodging the dragon's attacks, the Dark Magician quickly read from the Tome of Dark Magic. And used the magic created from the tome to create his magical circle. Dark Magician used the magical circle to summon 2 powerful female spellcasters. He summoned Magical Exemplar and summoned Magical Abductor. Both spellcasters could use the magic from the Pitch Black Power Stone. They both formed a magical barrier to protect all of them from the dragon. Dark Magician ordered them to heal Buster Blader urgently. Together, they formed a stool from the energy from Buster Blader using the magic of the Pitch Black Power Stone. Magical Exemplar used her magic to power the stool. And Magical Abductor used her magic to power the stool. Together, they powered the stool, and the stool healed Buster Blader to 100%. Buster Blader was ready to fight again. Buster Blader wanted to fight the dragon with Dark Magician as one, and be more in sync. Dark Magician agreed, and ordered the 2 female spellcasters to make them one being. Magical Exemplar and Magical Abductor used their magic and fused Dark Magician and Buster Blader. They fused into Dark Paladin, the Sword Mage. Dark Paladin was a magical warrior that had the power to defeat dragons. The magical barrier faded away, and Dark Paladin began to fight the dragon. But the dragon was still immune to his abilities as well. Despite that, the dragon was not immune to hit damage from Dark Paladin. Dark Paladin used all his magic to power the Megaton magical cannon. After charging it, he fired it at the dragon, and the dragon was damaged to near death. Dark Paladin began to recharge the cannon, but the dragon flew away with the last bit of energy it had. The dragon was defeated, but not killed. Dark Paladin defused right after, back into Dark Magician and Buster Blader. Dark Magician was happy they defeated the dragon, but Buster Blader was disappointed because the dragon was still alive and lurking out there. Despite Buster Blader's frustration, he thanked the powerful wizard for everything they did together. Buster Blader and Dark Magician went their separate ways, until they meet again, maybe. Years have passed since Buster Blader's encounter with Dark Magician. Buster Blader had gotten much stronger with new armor and new abilities to take down dragons since then. One day, Buster Blader happened to come across a small dragon. Even though it was a dragon, Buster Blader decided to take it in as his companion or even a pet dragon. Buster Blader only hated dragons that attacked innocent people in towns. This dragon was a nice and loyal dragon. He had the dragon go fetch some of his new weapons that he hid away. The dragon had the ability to sense the location of the hidden weapons. As time passed, a dark war began to engulf the dragon, with every weapon the dragon fetched. The dragon's behavior began to change as time went by. The dragon went from light to dark, also with dark aura increasing within it. After a year, the small dragon had grown into an adult dragon. The dragon began to go on a rampage, since it was corrupted by darkness like many other dragons. Buster Blader soon begins to realize its changed behavior. Buster Blader was not happy that his dragon also became a victim of darkness. Buster Blader was left with no choice than to face off against his once loved companion. Buster Blader began to reminisce about his pet dragon and their bond. Then his Dragon Destroyer sword began to glow with light aura around Buster Blader. The strong bond between them assisted in separating the pet dragon from the darkness. Then Buster Blader finished off what was left of the darkness. Buster Blader killed it and put an end to its rampage. Even though the evil pet dragon was dying, it was purified of the darkness. Buster Blader decided to fuse the remaining essence of the dragon with himself, so that part of his companion will always be a part of him. Buster Blader transformed into a new powerful warrior. Buster Blader, the dragon destroying swordsman. Buster Blader, the dragon destroying swordsman, was a warrior who was capable of exterminating dragons with little effort. Buster Blader continued his primary goal, to destroy dragons. Buster Blader embarked on a new mission, to seek vengeance against the cause of the darkness. Meanwhile, Buster Blader tested out his new signature move.
Destruction Storm Blast! Blah!
Cards are more than just cards. They're stories.